Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. This is the last weekend review. Real Housewives of Potomac, episode 3, season 6. We're about to jump in it, but I have one quick announcement. You all know I do my weekend reality reviews on Mondays. I am going to switch over and do them Sunday nights just because I have more free time on Sundays to do it, and I'm rushing to get my weekend reviews done on Mondays because I just have busy weeks. I'm always out in the streets. I'm either working from home or in the office. I'm rushing to do this on my lunch break. So I like to have a good time and really talk and chit chat about it. So we're going to go live on Sundays. I don't want to commit to a time. The time might be different every week, but I will let you all know on Twitter and on YouTube when I will be going live with my weekend reviews. But this is the last one. Let's jump into Real Housewives of Potomac. And like I said, I know many of you, if you don't watch it live, you all will watch it on repeat. I know. And we're going to have a good time in these comments. Um, we open up the show with Juan and Robin, and Robin's storyline of being over the pandemic and stuck in the bed. Now I have something to say about this shit. One, this a storyline. I'm over this. Robin, come up with something else. Come up with something better. This some bullshit ass storyline. But number two, the way the super trailer made this scene seem as if Robin is laying around in the bed at 1, 2 o'clock every day in the morning. This is, what was it, 8 something in the morning, 8:57. The oldest one got to be at school at 9. The youngest one school start at 10. It's 8:57 and Robin runs upstairs, wake the oldest one up, get your ass on the computer. School start in 3 minutes. I know, I've been there. I've been through the pandemic homeschooling too. Get your ass up and get on the computer for the Zoom class. That's what they do. Them kids, if they cared about a breakfast, they old enough to set their cell phones for a time to wake their own asses up. So and then number two, let's get to number two real quick. Juan, your ass was up. Looked like you been up. You were showered and dressed. Those are your kids too. How about that? How about a dad who's already woke, get his ass up and go tell a ass get on the Zoom class? How about that? Or only moms can do it, because the teacher says some slick shit too. She was like, the youngest son, Carter, you're late for school. Your mama needs to wake you up in the morning. How about Carter daddy wake his ass up? How about Carter set his alarm and he get his own ass up? These ain't no, like my niece and nephew who was in second grade and kindergarten on the Zoom. Yeah, they need to be woke up. But these look like some middle school, high school kids. And let me tell you number three. I was over the Zoom shit too. Come around the second month of online school, I was like, fuck them kids and fuck that school. They wasn't learning shit. They wasn't doing no work. And y'all could read me in the comments. I don't care. Call me bad mama you want. My son was a senior. He definitely could get his own ass up for the Zoom calls. And when he didn't, it was a punishment. Or by second semester, I ain't give a fuck. I ain't give a fuck about that online school. I was tired. I pandemic tired of the kids too. So I see you, Robin. I feel you. I understand being over it. I understand. I understand. But get a better storyline. That's all I'm gonna say. Um, let's move on to Giselle and Ashley. Ashley is gonna work until she has this baby. I'm mad Ashley is out riding around. I mean, pregnant people do it all the time. But I just feel like you could pop at any minute and you are out here filming these scenes. You was like, I'm going to get every scene I can get until I have this baby. I guess I ain't mad at you, Ashley. Do what you got to do. They get to a little restaurant. They want to talk, whatever. I don't understand when everyone start loving Ashley so much and we got to give her a pamper party. I guess it's reality TV. Um, Giselle is worried that Michael will step out on Ashley again because remember, girl, he was in Vegas with the stripper the last time. I just don't want you to have to go through this again with the nanny or nothing like that. And I'm like, bitch. See, Ashley better than me because I would have told Giselle, well, you remember Jamal had 2 or 3 babies on the church pews right across from you the last time you was with him, but I don't know if you want to be with his ass again. Giselle always concerned about somebody else, man, and what the fuck shit they doing, but you was sitting up here with the biggest fuck boy of them all. And he is a pastor. That's what makes it so shameful. We ain't going back to Jamal. But I don't understand why people don't read Giselle down and like just end her. You can end her with some real quick, simple reads. But y'all let Giselle go on and on and on. But I guess that's why he was laughing at her ass. I don't know. Anyway, Ashley proceeds to tell Giselle she was the talk of the party. I don't recall anybody talking about Giselle that much. She wanted to talk of the party. And I feel like if Giselle is too good to go to the party, she too good to know what happened at the party. Fuck it. Be like, we had a good time. You should have been there. And move on. Anyway, I believe Ashley was the one to tell Giselle that Mia said she was just a pretty face. And I was like, is she? Because I'm starting to see that drop Ray was talking about in season 1. Like, I'm really starting to see the droppage and why she got some cobwebbage in her vagina. Ray tried to warn you, girl. But let's move on. She announces the spa party, but let's move on. Robin and her hats. Robin, everybody told you this was a good business idea, but you can't even ship the shit out on time. You're going to lose customers. But me, I would have asked for a refund. Go ahead and run my card back. I ain't got time to be waiting forever for you to ship me a fucking hat. It reminds me of this company. I ain't gonna shout them out because I really like them. I really, really like their products. And I support their products. And I'll shout them out at another time, but I'm gonna say something negative and I don't want to shout them out in the negative comment. But it's a company out there. I really support their clothing. And I bought a couple of sweatshirts. And I was reading, they said it take about 30 days for you to get your product. Now, they were honest up front. They were honest. But around that 22nd, 23rd day, I'm like, well, damn, I ain't even got a shipping notification. Like, what the fuck? So I called him and emailed him talking about, I'm just making sure y'all got my order because y'all sure got my money. And I just want to know if it's shipping. And it was like, has it been 30 days? I said, no, it's been about 20-some days. Call us back after 30 days. I'm like, damn, I don't like that. It shouldn't take that long to ship anything. Especially if you ain't sitting there sewing it by hand. But anyway, let's move on from that. Robin, get your business together. You got a little success. You say you're shipping out 300-something hats a day. Get on it, girl. We meet Ascala. I love that name. It's very beautiful. I hope I'm saying it right. She's a very beautiful person. I guess they introducing her. She's going to be the friend of this season. I hope she brings it because I'm looking for someone to be like the Tanya of the group. Like the one, it could have been Wendy. It could have been Wendy, but Wendy want to play the dumb bitch this season, so we gonna let her, and I don't like it. But I'm looking for someone just to be a free, neutral spirit, a happy, bubbly personality that ain't always here for the reads and the shade and the arguing. I'm hoping we can get that out of a scholar, just somebody who wants to have fun. They talking more about that Wendy argument. I don't care. Wendy versus Mia, I don't care. I don't really want to see Wendy versus Mia no more. Let's get over to Candace's house. Her mama Dot is calling. I like Dorothy. I do. She get on my nerve. Candace tells Dorothy that Chris is her husband, and Mama said what I said. Good luck with that. How the hell he gonna manage your money when he couldn't manage his own restaurant? Chris would have to go back to somebody's kitchen. Chris, I said it last week, he admitted on camera he has 0 management experience. Just because you can talk to me and get me to drop my panties in the bedroom, don't mean you know how to manage an entertainment career. But good luck with that. And don't call your mama when all this money gone. But at the end of the day, Dorothy, you said what you said, and Candace is grown. She had to make her own mistakes, or maybe Chris will surprise us all. We shall see. Okay, now we get to dumb down Wendy. I don't like this Wendy. I don't like this Wendy. Wendy, you were a fresh personality. You were someone who came to the Housewives with an accomplishments. Not saying any of these other ladies are unaccomplished, but your accomplishments are different. No shade, but you didn't come to the show married to some rich man and maybe happen to help him with his projects on the side. No shade to nobody else. But you came to the show with your 4 degrees, and I think you misunderstood what we were saying last season. We aren't tired of you in your 4 degrees. We were just tired of you using your 4 degrees to talk to people condescendingly. You know, y'all know what the hell I was trying to say. Talk to people like they ain't shit because they ain't got but one or no degree. That's what we didn't like about Wendy last season. But we ain't want you to go completely throw your degrees out the window and act like you some dumb housewife trying to make a candle. No, I need something better from you, Wendy. I don't like dumb down Wendy. You coming over Karen's house. You finally want her mentorship. Great. Karen does have a successful business with her perfumes and her wigs. I actually bought the Ladon perfume. It smells really good to me. I don't understand why you got 4 degrees and you thought one paragraph was a business plan. I was like, no, ma'am, Wendy. No, ma'am. And I don't understand why you got 4 degrees and you walking around here big balling like you and your husband got all the money, but $40,000 you act like about to break your bank. Okay, Wendy, I want something more. Like, I like political Wendy. I like smart Wendy who would throw in some educational points of view in the conversation, but I don't like dumbed down Wendy who only want to rub on her titties and show off her ass. Like, you could be smart and have body too. But we gonna move on from Wendy and her candles because I ain't buying shit. Like I said, you can get the same fucking candle from TJ Maxx in Target for $5. Moving on. We get to see more of Mia and her family. I like Mia and her family. I love Mia's story. I feel like Mia is playing reality TV and she kind of trying to get in where she fit in right now. But I like the sweet spot of reality. Like, tell me more about how you and your husband and your son's father, blend your family relationship. I want to hear more about that. Tell me more about, your mom and growing up in foster care. Like, that shit to me is real. And that's the kind of shit I want to learn about you, not about your clique having to be fixed. And can we not talk about Mia's clique no more? I don't want to hear that shit no more. No more episodes. And it's like, you say it, like you say some shit at the end of this episode, but then when people throw it back at you, I don't know. But let's move on from Mia. I just want some more real from Mia. I feel like I like what you show me in your house. Give me some more of that same lady when you're out in the group. Karen and Candace have a great conversation, an adult conversation, and this is why I fucking love Karen. Because Karen said what she said. She said, Candace, I know I hurt you last season, but I was hurt too. You was hurt. You got your wig snatched, your head slammed on the table, and your emotions and your feelings was hurt. But I was emotionally hurt too. And I'm like, Karen, really? Like, Candace got snatched, but you was emotionally hurt too. I'm like, Karen, stop. But anyway, she says, you're hurt because I was neutral. But what I love that Karen said is she was like, if I had to go back, I wouldn't change a thing. I was going to be neutral. I saw both sides of the coin. She was wrong. You was wrong. If that hurt your feelings to hear that you had some kind of wrong in the situation, pull out your Post-it notes, girl. Go ahead and pull them back out. And you saw she pulled a Kleenex back out, and I was over it. I want to halfway hit fast forward. At the end of the day, Candace says she can't trust Karen anymore. I don't think Karen gives a fuck. And I love that energy of, well, it is what it is. You don't trust me? I tried shit. I don't give a fuck. I'm still, I got Ray at home, having a good time with my children over here, my girlfriends over there. If you want to be one, fine. If you don't, stay in your mansion. I got my own mansion. You know, I love Karen. Um, Karen did let her know to beware of that circle that tried to surround her and protect her, because I feel like it was some editing in there, because Karen did reference that, you know, they tried to ice me out too. And you need to watch yourself, Candace, because now that Monique is gone, even though they didn't ice her out to get her gone, ultimately what they wanted happened. Monique is gone. Who do you think is next on the Giselle Robin hit list? They ain't got shit else to do but start shit with people on the show. They have no storyline. Who do you think is next? I think Wendy is next. But hell, who you think after Wendy? Watch yourself. They doing baby steps for the friendship. I don't care. I don't care. Miss Yolanda, do I think Karen should have picked a side? No. I think Karen did what any grown ass woman would do. Mind her fucking business. That shit ain't had nothing to do with Karen. Karen said, I saw what you was doing, because it was, remember, it was a lot of backstory, and I don't want to go back into season 5. It was a lot of backstory to that fight, a lot of shit that happened that was never shown or talked about on camera, that built up to the frustration of the Monique versus Candace situation. Ultimately, yes, Monique, you was wrong. Put your hands on somebody, but it happens. It's life. It happens every day. Somebody get pushed to that limit where they start go to blows. But Candace was not innocent. Monique did not walk up to an innocent Candace and just snatch her wig. She had her fingers all in her face like this. They both were wrong. Karen did not choose a side. And Candace has to live with that. And if Candace can't, you don't have to be friends. Like, and that's why I love Karen, because Karen said we ain't gotta be friends. Karen ain't losing no sleep. So now we go to this tired ass spa party. It seemed like the only one who really got a spa experience was Karen. And who was with Karen? Mia. They got some good massages. Everybody else just got their feet rubbed, but we didn't get to see the whole thing. Everyone is there. I still don't understand why everyone is pining over Ashley. Like, I didn't think Ashley was this loved. She definitely wasn't this loved during her first pregnancy, but we happy to see it. Let me see. Karen was their friend, but she called both of them out for being wrong. She did. Karen, I feel like we ain't never gonna get a resolution, because Candace isn't a reasonable person. She's like Tisha over there in Huntsville, where if you don't do it her way and say what she wants you to say, it's it's not gonna be resolved. And because Karen won't say what Candace wants her to say and be like, fuck Monique, she was wrong. Karen said Monique was wrong. But what Candace doesn't like is she said, but your ass was wrong too. It's the yo ass was wrong too that Candace doesn't like. And I don't care. Ashley is going to pop. Ashley is going to pop, and I'm surprised she's doing all these scenes, but she trying to make her money. Um, a scholar walks in looking the best to me. I don't know what's wrong with their fashions on this show. A scholar walks in and she looked good, and somebody said, girl, you had a baby 2 months ago. And I said, what? I said, this girl look good. Somebody snapped, some people snap back is real. I had my son 18 years ago and I ain't snapped back since. But I'm still trying. Anyway, Karen comes in the room. She pays Giselle and Robin dust. Mia comes in the room. She sit down right next to Wendy, and I love it. I love it because she was like, bitch, I ain't scared of you. I'm sit right next to you and we could argue again if you want to. I like Mia. I do like Mia. Some people say Mia is being a flip flopper. As of right now, it's only episode what 2 or 3. I don't think Mia is a flip flopper because she doesn't know these people yet, and I feel like she's trying to get to know people on her own accord and not what everybody got to say about them behind their back. But I think Mia's seeing what we all see on TV screen anyway. Giselle ain't shit, so she gave Giselle a chance. But now she's like, well, Giselle ain't shit, and she probably think Wendy ain't shit either. But all of y'all flip flop. I don't even know why we make this a term. All of y'all like somebody, then the next season you don't. But let's move on. They did a little baby shower game where they guessed the baby bump. I thought that was so cute. And it had me in my feelings because I was a lot, well, of course, I was a lot younger when I had my son. I like Mia too, Yolanda. That was 18 years ago. And I was 23, 24. And I was so vain. I was so vain. If you took a picture of me when I was pregnant, I would go off. Now, mind you, 18 years ago, we didn't have all the camera phones, all the shit like that. You had to get a little click and take it to Walgreens and develop the shit and stuff like that. But and I remember at my baby shower, my mom had took all these pictures of me doing them dumbass games where you wrap the toilet paper around your stomach, and I was so pissed that I destroyed all of the pictures because I was like, ugh, I hate it. I was way too vain, and now I don't have any of those memories because it's not like they were on a cell phone and I could just go back, to a computer or something. Like I've looked, I don't have one picture of myself in a baby bump. Angie, why you gotta be so vain? But I thought that was a really cute little game. I like when everybody can get together and play a game. We ain't gotta argue, fuss, and fight all the time. But now, what's up next? Wendy and Mia get into it again. I forgot. I can't ever remember why the hell they get to arguing. But all I remember Wendy saying is some about your hands in the face. And she said, don't you ever try me like that again. And to me, that's fighting words. That's a threat. What they say? They quick to say someone a flip flopper, but they say one thing in your face in a confessional, they shady as fuck. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's flip flopping. We gonna get to these confessionals because to me, they be saying fighting words in these confessionals. But all this, don't you ever try me like that again. Some bitches, we gonna try you just to see what's gonna happen. And Mia is that bitch. And she was like, that's the way I talk. I talk with my hands. I don't know what you want me to do. I do like Mia. And Wendy was like, well, I got time today. Zen Win has time to get. And I'm like, Wendy, everything you doing right now is not Zen. You're being fool Wendy, reality TV Wendy, dumbed down Wendy, the Wendy that I don't like. And she's like, tick tock, tick tock. You were trying, Wendy. You were trying. I will give you the E for effort. But no, we was laughing at you, not with you, girl. I talk with my hands too. I do. Now I don't put my hands in people's face, but like I do, especially like when I'm with my friends and I be trying to tell a story. I talk with my hands too, Yolanda, and I understand Mia. And when I watched the scene last week, it wasn't like her hand was in her face. She was just talking with her hands. But I don't like this Wendy that wants to make reality TV. I think she's doing way too much. So now, at some point, fast forward. The next main thing we see is a scholar, the new girl, has concerns for Karen because Robin told her, I heard you got a drinking problem, girl. You sure you want to be down in these fireballs? Some Zen Win is going to get her wig snatched. I don't think so. Because I think what Wendy is doing with Mia right now is so trivial and so stupid. For the life of me, I'll be watching the shit and I don't even be like, how did they even start to argue? And I don't even understand what was going on. We see Mia throw the salad in Candace's face later on. I think Wendy is going to calm down, and at some point, Wendy is going to stop trying to make reality TV and actually be Wendy, because right now she's like just doing too much. And I feel like the true Candace, that's who Candace is. The true Candace is gonna come out and get some salad thrown in her face. So I think Wendy gonna calm down and Candace gonna eventually show her true colors. Now we still referencing Karen having a drinking problem. I don't think Karen has any more of a drinking problem than I do. Hell, I like to sit in the house and drink my Stella Rose. I like to sit in the house and get me a little bit of Crown Apple and Sprite. Who the fuck cares? We all grown, right? We all 21, right? I don't understand, because every lady on this show look like they got a friendship with alcohol. Every one of you. Every one of you look like y'all have a close relationship with alcohol. So why are we talking about Karen? She grown. If she drunk dial you, laugh with her ass and talk to her ass and hang up. If it's late at night, don't answer. I don't understand the problem. I think they trying to make an issue where there is none, because they have no other way of trying to read Karen. Like, either her man dick broke or she like to drink. That's a reason to drink right there. If we think about it. I'm sorry, Karen. Right, Yolanda. Every season, someone is called a drunk. It was Monique. It was Candace was trying to call, what's the child named? Ashley a drunk. Now Karen a drunk. All of y'all like alcohol. Leave that woman alone. So now eventually we get off of Karen like an alcohol, and Mia finally admits to being a fucking stripper. Mia, if you were a stripper, just say you were a stripper. You ain't gotta, it's like you say the most outrageous stuff, and then you want to kind of bring it back like, oh, but it's okay because anybody can do it. Like, yeah, I got my clit fixed, but oh, it's because me and my husband like to fuck a lot and it got beat up. I'm like, I know a lot of people like to fuck a lot, but they ain't never had to get their clit fixed. Like, damn. It ain't that much fucking in the world, unless you was the escort that they was hinting at. But I ain't gonna try to say nothing. But Mia says she was a bartender. I don't believe none of this shit she was saying, mind you. It's just me. She was a bartender. Some friends told G, it's a girl down here that know how to make a good rum and coke. You need to come taste it. Like, really? It wasn't rum and coke, but any drink. Like, any drink. I'm sure what happened was, yo, it's a bad bitch down here in these ball gowns with a pussy out. You need to come look. Because Ashley, Mia said she was a bartender. Then she went to stripping. But it was a gentleman's club and they wore ball gowns. And most men didn't even want you to take nothing off. They just want you to, what'd she say, spend time with them. It all sound confusing to me, but then Ashley came with the confirmation, because her and Michael do freaky shit. There is a such thing as strippers with ball gowns, but they had a pussy out and pasties on. And I'm like, really? Men really want to see women in ball gowns with pasties on? Like, all we know is the Atlanta strip clubs. That's all I know. I don't know nothing about these gentlemen's clubs. But either way, me a girl, if you was stripping, just say you was stripping. Don't nobody care. Don't nobody care. No one is judging. I'm not. The only one that's going to say some slick shit is Giselle, messy ass. And we all know we can all imagine the shit she did for the NBA players, drug dealers, and cheating pastors she had in her past. She ain't mentioned nan man with a squeaky clean image. She sound like she was a stripper bitch too. She probably was the dumb bitch that ain't get paid for it. Moving on from Giselle's ass. Giselle finally leaves, and I was like, good. And then they say a prayer for the delivery, and that's the end of the episode. Yolanda, do I think Mia was a stripper, escort, or both? I think she definitely was a stripper. Based on the amount of fucking she said she did to get her click fixed, she probably was an escort too. So I'm gonna go with both. I'm gonna pick both. But out of respect and saying I don't know you, I'm gonna rock with the story you tell me because I don't know. But off of the information that you are putting forth on this show, which to me is way too much information, I don't understand why you saying all this if you don't want it thrown back in your face later. But based off the information, I would say both. It sounds like a both to me. What do y'all think? I I'm rocking with the Housewives of Potomac. It's a great season so far. I know we got a lot more to get into this season. And so far, y'all on a good start. I'm really enjoying what you ladies are presenting. And I'll be back. Now, you all know I just said at the beginning of the video, if you missed the beginning of the live, I'm going to start doing my weekend reviews on Sundays because Mondays is a rush. Like, I'm rushing to do this on my lunch break today, and I'm already a few minutes over. But good thing I'm working from home. um, I'm going to do it on Sunday. So that means Potomac, it'll be after the episode comes on Sunday. And then I'm also going to do Love and Marriage Huntsville on Sunday and Family or Fiance. All will be on Sunday just so I'm not rushing to do them on Mondays. So I guess everything will be live on StreamYard. If you all want to come on the live, I appreciate it. We'll have a good time in the comments. If not, I know you all going to watch on the replay and we'll have a good time in the comments on the replay too. So thank you all for watching. I will see you all Sunday for the next review. And y'all have a good one. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. All of that good stuff. And I'll see you all Sunday. Bye.